James Zogby heads the Arab American Institute, a nonpartisan group that promotes the participation of Arab Americans in the United States political system. The public opinion poll the group sponsored this month shows that overall, Americans view Arabs and Muslims more unfavorably than they view any other group.
I would summarize them by saying that there's a deep divide in America between Democrats and Republicans, between young people and old people, and between white people and what we call the minority communities, with regard to Arabs and Muslims, with young people, racial minorities, and Democrats being much more favorable toward Arabs and Muslims than their Republican, older, white counterparts.
Zogby says in the 1990s, supporters of both main political parties held similar views. But since the 2001 terrorist attacks, and especially in the last few years, that has changed.
Beginning with the campaigns that got kind of hysterical against Arabs and Muslims on Fox News and on talk radio and the like throughout the first decade of this century. And then obviously reaching a crescendo with the Park 51 campaign, the anti-Park 51, the effort to build an Islamic center in Manhattan.
Near the site of the World Trade Center that was knocked down.
Actually not very near, but according to the propagandists, it was on sacred ground, and it really wasn't at all. But in any case, with that, the partisan divide opened up very significantly. For example, you'll have a 55 favorable, 30 unfavorable attitude among Democrats toward Arabs and Muslims, and among Republicans you'll have 30 favorable, 55% unfavorable, so almost a mirror reflection of each other.
In the last 2 years, some right-wing politicians and commentators have led campaigns against the building of new mosques and have questioned the loyalty of Muslim Americans.
Attitudes towards Arabs and Muslims have now become part of that. They actually have used it as a campaign issue. Republicans saying that Muslims should take loyalty oaths, or that they wouldn't allow mosques to be built, or this national campaign against Sharia, when no one is proposing that Sharia law be used in America. I think what it tells me is that Republicans found an issue and they're driving it home and they think it benefits them. Honestly, I tell you that if unemployment is cut in half, this largely goes away. It's economic stress that's causing people to act crazy. And I would say, and I hate to say this because I'm a supporter of President Obama, but when President Obama is no longer president, it'll also go away. I mean, there's no question in my mind that Republicans are using this.
If there is something encouraging for the future, it is that young people do not share their elders' negative feelings toward Muslims. The latest public opinion poll confirms that more Americans view Muslims unfavorably than favorably. But there is a clear generational and political divide. While many older people and Republicans hold negative views toward Muslims and Arabs, young people and Democrats largely lack those prejudices. Burton Bolag, KSA2, Washington.